into your seat. Release your inner thighs down. Make your teacup hands. Bring your fingertips on your support or on the floor. Pressing down there. Release the thighs. Root the outer hips and thighs. And then lift the sides of the body up. Lift the rib basket directly up off the hips. So there's a little more space between your ribs and hips. And then find that reverse arm, you see in your armpit chest, so the back of the armpit to the front of the armpit up, inner edge of the shoulder blades down. The top edge of the shoulder blades broad, bottom edge of the shoulder blades move in towards each other. As you roll your upper arm bones back, the outer edge of the shoulder blades move back, the inner edge of the shoulder blades move in a little. Just feel that, and then relax the effort, but maintain the alignment. Rest your hands on your thighs, palms can be up or down. Elbows are under your shoulders. Or you can go a little back, Stephen, with your arms. Yeah, that's it. So your shoulders are easily open and broad. Your torso is easily lifted. Find the base of your skull and lift also the base of the skull. So the crown lifts, not the base of the skull, the top of the skull. The crown lifts up. Draw the chin back a little and teeny bit down. Don't drop your head, but take your gaze down, and you can either keep your eyes opened or lightly closed. Rest your tongue at the roof of the mouth, just behind the teeth, and breathe through your nose. Observe the breath flowing in the tips of your nostrils. Observe the hairs in your nose moving as you breathe. Maybe you can sense that as you inhale, the air is cooler, and as you exhale, the air is warmer. Take the awareness of your breath all the way to the back of the nasal passages, just behind the nose, very high up between the ears, and open up there as though you're smelling something delicious, like the scent of a rose in the early morning dew. So the breath comes in easy, and it goes out easy. See if you can feel the flow of breath in the sinus cavities of your face, forehead, temples, cheeks. And then dropping down into the windpipe of your throat. Can you feel the breath moving there? And then down into the chest cavity and out into your lungs, right and left. See if you can sense the flow of breath in your lungs and even out the flow right to left. Let your breath be long and even in and out. And see if you can slow down the breath. So you're inhaling for 5 seconds and exhaling for 5 to 7 seconds. As you inhale, the diaphragm moves down about an inch and spreads out like a lake in all directions, and the lower ribs flare out and up. And as you exhale, the diaphragm comes back to rest up under the ribs, and the lower ribs come back in. After the diaphragm moves down and the lower ribs flare out, then the side ribs move out and up like bucket handles in the back body as well. And as you exhale, those ribs come back in and down and in towards the spine as the diaphragm comes back up under the ribs. Diaphragm, ribs, and then upper back and upper chest is the final part of the breath. And then as you exhale, upper back, upper chest, ribs, and diaphragm. All of the breath is 360 degrees. 60% of the lung capacity is in the back of the body. The first rib is above the collarbone, and the lungs go all the way up there. Bring your hands to prayer position, Namaste Mudra. Bring the base of your thumb at your wrist to the bottom of your sternum. Press firmly there and bring the thumbs into the fingers and bring all the fingers together so your fingers point up. Press firmly at the bottom sternum and lift it bottom to top. Lift the upper arm bones, roll the upper arms back, and firm the shoulder blades on the back. Take the tailbone a little forward up the spine and the sides of the waist back a little. Press firmly, thumbs to sternum, so you can feel the vibration of the chant. We'll do one Om and then call and response. Take a deep breath in to Om together. Om. Sahana Vavatu. Sahanao Bhunaktu. Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvi Navaditam Astuma Vidvishavahai. Together. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Take a deeper breath, lift the heart. As you exhale, bow your head from the base of your neck at the top of your shoulders. And then release your hands down to your thighs. Pause here for a few moments. Soften the front of your throat. Draw the trachea, the windpipe, towards the back of your neck. Draw the sides of your throat towards the back of your neck. And release the muscles at the back of your neck and the base of your skull away from the top of the neck. Curl the tip of the chin in towards the notch at the clavicles, keeping the throat soft. Lift the center and the sides of the body up as you release the head and the brain and the eyes and the other senses down into your heart space. Expand the heart center at the back, sides, and front, up and down. And then keeping your eyes closed on your inhale, curl up the back of your neck. Draw your chin back so your ears are over your shoulders, shoulders over your hips. Raise your gaze so when you open your eyes, you're looking straight ahead. Move the eyes to the back of your head, and then drop your gaze down into the back of your heart and down into your seat, and root strongly into your seat. Expand in your heart space in all directions, and keep your head, eyes, and other senses cool and calm and sattvic, peaceful, harmonious. And then let your eyes gently float open. So go ahead and change the cross to your opposite cross. You can extend your legs for a moment. Lift down the legs a little if you like, and then change. Roll the front thighs in, broaden the back thighs and the pelvis floor. So it's the opposite cross. Do it and then change it, because we always do the same, generally speaking. Now, take an interlace Urdhva Badangulyasana and then change to your opposite cross. So that means you take your fingers and now you change all your fingers and thumbs, and then turn your palms. Firm your elbows. Firm your shoulder blades down on your back. Draw the sides of the waist back, tailbone a little forward for the support of your bandhas, and then inhale, take your arms up over your head. Root your outer hips and thighs down. Find your rib basket and lift it directly up off your hips, front side, back side, and then lift the arms a little more. Firm the triceps and squeeze the triceps in towards the ears, broadening the top edge of the shoulder blades, hollow the armpits, squeeze and firm the elbows. Turn the pinkies more and more back, index mound straight up, and pull your arms back just a little behind your ears, but straight elbows, Stephen, and bring your arms more forward, more forward, more forward. There you go. Turn your hands more without undoing your fingers. Just bend your elbows a little. And so your palms are flat to the ceiling as if you're doing a handstand on the ceiling. So look here, turn your pinkies more back. Yes, that's flat. Now squeeze your triceps in. Don't pull your arms back, but squeeze in towards your head. So you'll squeeze your Arms in towards your head. From your triceps at your elbows. That's it. Take a breath and lift. Now, as you exhale, undo and turn to your left. I'm not going to mirror. Bring your right hand across, left hand behind. Draw your outer right knee back to your outer right hip so your hips stay square and be on the center of your sit bones. Lift your rib basket directly up as you inhale. We're going to do a 5-part twist, so don't turn your head. And just bring your hand, one hand behind you, one hand on your knee. And then as you inhale, you lift up. And as you exhale, find your belly button. Turn the skin and flesh of your abdomen around your spine at the belly button. And then have your hands on your knees, one hand on your knee, one hand behind you, and draw your right knee back to your right hip so your hip stays square. And then inhale again, lift your rib basket up. And as you exhale, turn from your rib basket. So you bring your right ribs away from your spine towards the front of the body and bring your left ribs into your spine in the back of your body. And draw the right knee back to the right hip so the hip stays square. Be in the center of your pelvic floor. Pull your elbows wide apart, broadening in your shoulders. Inhale, lift your rib basket up. As you exhale, pull with the hand on the knee, press with the hand behind you, and bring your shoulders deeper into the twist and upper back. Keep your chin in the center of your chest. Don't turn your head yet. Good. Draw the right knee back to the right hip. Be in the center of the pelvic floor. Inhale, lift the rib basket directly up. Now, as you exhale, draw your chin back, retract, and then turn your chin and neck, looking, and keep your gaze kind of straight ahead. And then take a breath. So without undoing the turn of your head, keep your eyes where your head is. And then as you exhale, turn your gaze. And when you turn your gaze, let your neck turn, let your shoulders turn, let your ribs, everything turn a little bit deeper. And then inhale and release and come back to the center. Bring your fingertips on the ground in front of you for a little forward bend. And stop. Stay on your fingertips and widen your hands to the outer edge of your shoulders. So go wide so you have space for your collarbones. Find your tailbone and curl a little forward so your hips roll back a little. And then walk a little more forward. And lift the rib basket up off the hips and hollow the waist, sides of the waist back. Curl the tailbone forward and maybe walk a little more forward. At some point, if you like, you can flatten your palms. Firm your triceps in so you broaden the top edge of the shoulder blades. Tuck your chin in towards the notch at the clavicles so you create a little more space for your neck and head. Push yourself back by pushing your hands down and forward. Now come up about halfway and then walk to your right knee. One hand on either side of your right knee, drop your left hip down, and then lift your torso and rib cage straight up, turn from your belly button, and then you're going to go in the direction of your knee. So you walk your hands, keeping your hands about shoulder width apart, walking in the direction of your knee. Root the left sitting bone down, lift and turn the waist, and keep the head and torso in line with the knee. So you keep bringing the left ribs around. At some point, you may go flat, or you can stay on your fingertips. If you need blocks, you could take those. And then walk yourself back about halfway. Walk through center, coming over to your left knee. So one hand on either side of the left knee, root the right sitting bone down, lift the rib basket, turn from the waist, go in the direction of your knee. Take your time, tuck your chin. Right ribs come around to the front, left ribs into the spine as you come down over your left knee. In the direction of your left knee. So don't overshoot your knee. Keep the chin, look at your knee with your, so that your head isn't overshooting your knee or your whole torso, right? Just go in the direction of the knee. And then walk yourself back halfway, come back to the center. And then you can go forward again, pushing your hands forward and down, roll your hips back a little, curl your tailbone under, and then hollow your waist back. And even though you've rolled your hips back a little, your hips come forward over your thighs. As you come down. Good. Be here and breathe. Yep. Good. Widen your hands, Anissa. Yeah, turn your hands out more and don't overextend your thumbs. Yes. And broaden your shoulders. Drop your shoulder. Yes. That's it. Pull your waist in, tailbone forward, and you can walk yourself up, but you can use more and more waist and less arms, right? And come back up. So how to come up? So if you're relying only on your arms, look here, you're losing half the battle, right? So your tailbone comes forward, the sides of the waist come back, and you lift yourself up. Tailbone forward, rocks the hips back. Sides of the waist back, And that's what lifts you up, not your back muscles, not your arms, but your waist. Okay. So go ahead and extend your legs. Loosen that. And then change the cross back to your easy cross and roll the front thighs in and broaden the backs of the thighs and the pelvic floor. Sit well. Observe your seat. Take your interlace. Now you can keep your comfortable one. Turn your palms from your elbows. Pinkies up, thumbs down, wrist creases face each other. Squeeze your elbows in towards each other. Draw the shoulder blades onto the back, tailbone forward, sides of the waist back for support of the bandhas. And then inhale, take your arms up. Turn your pinkies back, thumbs forward, palms flat as if you're doing a handstand on the ceiling. Turn your hands more if you're able, Kim. Turn your hands more, turn your hands. Yes, and the base knuckles of the fingers press up, squeeze the elbows in. Now lift the rib basket straight up off the hips. Take your arms up higher and higher, Kim. Higher up, arms up higher, higher up, higher. Good. Breathe here. Go back more, Anissa. Up and back more, up and back more, up and back more. Yes. Good. Thumbs forward, not up. Thumbs forward, forward. That's up. Yep. Good. Squeeze the triceps at the elbows. Squeeze the arms in towards the head. Good. Exhale and do float the arms. Now you'll twist to your left. Bring your right hand on your left knee, left hand behind you. Is that what we did before? The other way then. Okay. There you go. So now your right fingers point back. Your left hand is on your left knee. Do not go deeply into the twist. We're doing a 5-part twist. Keep your head in line with your chest. Okay. Now inhale, lift up off your hips. So there's more space between your rib basket and your hips for your belly button area of your waist. Now turn the belly button around the spine any amount. Turn the belly button around any amount. So your lower spine doesn't turn, but all the flesh and organs turn around. Turn. Yes, Anissa. Yes. Now lift the rib. Now pull the left hip back and knee so the hips stay square and you're in the middle of your pelvis. And then inhale, lift the rib basket again directly up. Now this time it's the thoracic spine. That's where the deepest part of the twist is in your spine. So your right ribs move into your spine, your left ribs move away from your spine, and you twist your spine around. Yes. Good. Pull the left knee back to the left hip. Keep the hips square. Be in the center of your pelvic floor. Pull your elbows apart so you broaden the shoulders and upper back a little. Inhale again. Lift directly up the crown and the ribs. And then exhale. Pull with the hand on the knee. Push with the hand on the ground behind you. Bring your shoulders and upper back deeper into the twist. Good. Chin is still in the center of your chest. And draw the chin back. Pull the left knee back. Get in the center of the pelvic floor. Hips are square. Inhale. Lift directly up from the crown and the ribs. And then exhale with the chin level, draw the chin back a little and turn your head and neck. Okay, and then again, draw the left knee back, be in the center of the pelvic floor. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, bring your eyes into the twist, looking over your right shoulder. You can again turn the neck a little more, the shoulders, the ribs, the waist. Get a deep twist, and then gently release and come back to the front. Bring your fingertips on the ground in front of you. Walk a little forward. When you tuck the chin, don't drop the head down. In fact, draw the sides of the throat back, draw the front of the throat back, and keep the ears sort of up a little. Tuck your chin in towards your chest. Look here, Stephen. So instead of dropping the head, you lift as you tuck the chin in. Draw the sides of the throat back. Yes. So now your head and neck are more in line with the rest of your spine. Tailbone forward, sides of the waist back. Maybe you walk a little forward. More. Maybe you get your palms flat, squeeze your elbows in, triceps in. Then walk up halfway. Walk to your left knee, one hand on either side. Turn the waist. Drop the right hip down. Go in the direction of your left knee. Right ribs around to the front, left ribs into the spine as you go in the direction of your left knee. Don't overshoot the knee. With your head, look at your knee. Go in the direction of the knee. Yes. Yes, good. You can lift your ribs and turn a little more as you need to so that you're going right in that direction. Maybe you're getting a little lower each time. That's good. Draw your ribs back, waist back, come up halfway. Coming through center, you go to the right side. And then you go in the direction of the knee. Push the left hip down. But lift and lengthen and turn. Left ribs around to the front, right ribs into the spine as you come down in the direction of your right knee. Yeah. Bring your hands a little less wide now, Anissa. So a little left hand in more, left hand. Yeah, now you're more in the same direction as your shoulders. Yeah. Pull the waist in, come up halfway, come back to center, and then you come down in the center. Maybe you go a little deeper this time. Wider hands, Stephen, towards the outer edges. Turn your hands, so your thumbs in a little, too much thumb. No, no, don't turn your hands, sorry. Just bring your thumbs in. Don't overextend your thumbs. That's too much in. Yeah, spread your fingers more than your thumbs. Yes, that's better. So spread the base knuckles of your fingers. We have a lot of movement in the thumbs, and so we hyperextend the thumb joint. So let's not do that. Bring the elbows in, from the triceps in and up, like you're doing down dog in your arms. Yeah, and then coming up, tailbone forward, sides of the waist back. Use less arms, use more waist, and come up. Pull the waist in. Yeah, good. Okay, and extend your leg. And loosen. So we're going to do a little wrist stretches. Okay. So you're going to come onto sitting on your heels. You can have a blanket under your shins, whatever you need under your ankles. So your knees are wide. And then you bring your hands, and you're sitting on your heels, and you bring your hands a little bit in front of your knees. Bring your hands about shoulder width, maybe, or a little forward of your knees is better. Yeah. Spread your hands well. Spread your fingers well. So just to reiterate, see how we can hyperextend. That's a hyperextension. Hyper means going a little beyond what's a good normal range. Okay. So spread the base knuckles of your fingers, especially middle and index finger and this ring finger. These three, that's like the ball mound of your foot when you're on your hand. Okay. So that's what needs to spread. It's not to keep the thumb in, right? Just don't hyperextend the thumb. Let it go in the same line as the rest of the base knuckle. Okay. Now put those on the floor. You can go a little forward. Okay. And then you're just going to lift up and put weight on your hands and shift your weight forward. Yep. That's it. And then sit back on your heels. Maybe bring your hands in a little more and adjust the wrist creases so they're pointing straight ahead. Spread the base knuckles of your fingers. Don't hyperextend your thumb joint. Yeah. Turn your wrists a little bit, hands out just a teeny bit, Stephen. No, that's too much. That's a lot too much. Teeny means teeny. Yes. Firm elbows, come up and go into your base knuckles of your fingers. And look at how, press the middle knuckles of your fingers down and the third knuckles, not the tips. And then the middle knuckle of the thumb. You're on the outer edge of the thumb, inner edge of the finger, so you're flat on the fingers. But you're never flat on the thumbs. You're always on the outer edge of the thumb. Sit back. Bring your hands a little closer. Then you'll have to go a little narrower with your hands and come up again. And push all the base knuckles of the fingers down, the middle knuckles, the third knuckles, be on the outer edge of the thumbs, roll to the inner edge of the fingers and sit back down. Bring your hands a little further back. They're going to have to get closer together. And repeat. Yep. Straight elbows. Yep. Yes. Sit down. Maybe you can go a little more back. Maybe your thumbs touch even. Yeah, straight elbows. Yeah, good. And sit back and release. Good. That's a nice little stretch on your wrists. And you can really sort of figure out how to place your hands and all of that. So then there's this one. Okay, so you have to come up off your hips and then take your hands like right in between your knees, right? And so you're on the top of your hands, top of the hands. Yeah, so the back of the hand is on the ground, the fingers point in, your buttocks is up, elbows are straight, and then you try to sit back slowly. Yeah. So that might be enough. You come up and do that a couple of times. If you could sit back, you can move your hands a little bit more forward. So the backs of the hands are on the ground. You start with your hips up and then you move your hips back towards your heels. Try to keep your elbows straight. Maybe you can go a little more forward or just repeat where you are, trying to keep your elbows straight. Try to turn your wrists, Stephen, a little bit more in. So no, the other way, like that. Come back. I'm gonna go a little more out. Oh, good, Susan, that's easy enough for you. And then one more I'm gonna do. Walking forward. Okay, and then release. Oh. Okay. And then there's one more. Believe it or not, there's one more. So it's this one. And then you lift up. Yeah. Yeah. And then you sit back, right? So you can start further forward. You can walk your way in more. You can lift your hips higher. You can do that a few times. Ooh. Okay. Maybe one more. Okay. Alrighty. Now, if you would like some softness under your shins, you can take that and also have another blanket handy. Okay. So, and then you can have a roller under your ankles if you need that. And then you can have another blanket like so, if you like, and you can either just sit on your hips on your heels in Vajrasana, or you can have your feet back. Then you bring a blanket so the tassel end is on your right hand side, and you pull the blanket right up behind your knees, and then you can sit on that. And then if you want a little height, you can take a little blanket between your hips and heels. Can you see that? Yeah. And then you draw the outer ankles in, so you're sitting right on your heels. So, so open this blanket up a notch. So do you have more? Yep. That way, just like that. Yep. Okay. Then you're going to kneel on that, and bring your feet on it, knees together. Okay. Now you take the orange blanket, you lift up, and you bring it behind your knees with the tassels to your right. Just like, it doesn't matter if they're to the right or the left, but they're not back. Yeah, like that. Pull it right behind the backs of your knees. Yes, like that, exactly. Try to get the knees and feet together. Heels are under your butt. It's just Vajrasana. Just Vajrasana. You can fold up the back of that blanket. There's a little in the back, and put it between your buttocks and heels. So it's just a little softer. Yeah. What's that, Susan? Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Now interlace your fingers behind, lift your shoulders, roll your shoulders back, bring your shoulder blades together over your spine, lifting your chest, draw the sides of the waist back, tailbone forward, and then extend your arms back, not down, as much back as you can go. Good. And then lifting the chest, draw the shoulder blades down, and then you can pull the arms down. And then try to take the arms up as much as you can. Good. And then lift the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and pull the arms more and more down, and the shoulders more down. And then one more time, up. Oop. Okay, you might lean forward a little. If you can lift the chest and arms up, and then down. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and down. Good, and release. Okay, we'll do that one more time. Change the interlace. So you have this just like you do in the back, in the front, right? Do it in the back. Change the interlace in the back. Bend the elbows, lift the shoulders, squeeze the shoulder blades together over the spine as you lift the chest. And then when you extend your arms, go straight back, not down, straight back. Good. Now squeezing the shoulder blades a little together, lift the chest and pull the arms and the shoulder blades down. And then up. Behind you might pitch forward. That's okay. Tailbone forward, sides of the waist back. See if you can lift the chest, and then bring the shoulder blades and the arms down. And then one more time, lift the arms. You can pitch forward a little, and then try to lift the chest, keeping the arms up. And then once again, bring the shoulder blades and the arms down, and the chest up, and release. Good. Okay. Now coming a little bit forward. Move your feet a little out, knees a little in. And then once again, you're going to sit back. You can pull that behind your knees. So now your heels are about on the outsides of your sitting bones. Okay, so your sitting bones descend in between your heels, but you're not in Virasana quite yet. Okay, so you're moving towards that. Okay, and then you can do this interlace. And you do a nice loosening up of your wrist. So watch here for a second. Your fists are in front of your eyes and your fingers are interlaced but not gripping. Soft fingers, soft wrist, elbows together. Let your elbows slide up and down. See how the wrists go up and down, and then you make circles. Nice and easy and loose. And then go the other way. And then turn your arms out. Reach up. Squeeze the elbows in, triceps in. So let your arms touch the sides of your head. Yep, squeezing in. Good. And then release. Good. Now you come up and extend one leg back behind you, curl the toe under, push the heel back. So you flex the ankle and stretch the calf. And you'll do that again on the other side. And then you'll take what you need to sit in Virasana, right? So for me, I'm going to fold this blanket. You might fold it in thirds. You might fold it in half. You might use a bolster. I'll show you from the back. But you're going to knees together, feet apart. Draw the calf straight back, right? And then you sit in between your heels and your toes point straight back. You're not on the inside edge of the foot. You're on the top of the foot. So this is internal rotation of the thighs and the shins. Now you can sit on one side to compress and get that more into internal rotation. You can do that on both sides, right? And then you sit on whatever you need in between your hips and heels. So you're not sitting like that. You got to turn it the other way. That, the bolster, yeah. That turn it the other way means this way, not this way. Yes, so that's in between your hips and heels. Yes, you're not sitting. Yeah, yeah. So eventually you'll get lower and lower, right? So that your hips will come down to the ground in between your feet, okay? So push that bolster a little more back so it's really under your buttocks, not under your thighs. Yep, there you go. Good. Now take your hand on one knee and you lift that whole shin up. So you stretch the top of that shin, right? And foot and ankle and release. And then you do that on the other side. And that brings the skin and flesh of the inner knees up because you don't want to strain the inner knees. Okay. Okay there. You can take more height if you want to put that fold that orange blanket and put it on top. Okay. Can you sit there or are you leaning forward? Take another blanket. Take that blanket, fold it in thirds maybe. No, keep them both. Keep that one in yeah, and then fold that one. Okay, maybe that's like in fours. So just fold that one in half and try that. Put the gray one maybe on the bottom. You're gonna have to come up off the blanket and start with the thing back there and then move it back more. So it should not be under your thighs, only under your buttocks. So you're gonna need to move that whole thing back more. Yeah, so see how it's under your thighs, Kim? Push that back so it's under your buttocks, not your thighs. Yes, more back even. Okay, well, you'll see. Yeah. You okay there? Yeah. So that's going to encourage the descending, right? You don't want to be supporting your thighs, just your buttock. If it's too far back, you can adjust. Just take that. We're sitting here for a while. So yeah, fold that in half the other way. Put that on top of the bolster. Yeah. Yeah. Pull it back. Pull it back more. Pull it back. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, no, whoop, you want to be sitting on it. Yeah, like that. There you go. Better? Do you need more height? Because you can flip that in half, the back to front, and get more height, okay? Don't try to squeeze your knees together. Your thighs just point straight ahead. That's it. Yeah, okay? If you're suffering, take the back and flip it up, sit up higher. Yeah, flip it up under your buttocks. There you go. That's better. Okay, now you're not suffering. Good, but it's okay. That's the whole point. Is that you want to support yourself enough so you can sit in the pose longer, right? I'm not going to mirror you. Take your right arm forward and up. Reach up and look at, so instead of squeezing your shoulder blade to your neck, you want to bring the top of the shoulder blade away so that your upper arm is in external rotation. Your armpit comes towards your face. Yeah. So go to here, Stephen. Okay. Go here. Okay. Now turn your palm down. Okay. Now turn your whole shoulder into external rotation, not just your forearm, your whole shoulder. Now hold here and turn just the forearm. You see, it turns separately. Okay. So come here. Okay. Turn your palm this way. Now, when you go up, reach up, and instead of going this way and pinching here, broaden here. Bring the armpit towards the face. Bring the tricep towards the face. And then just resist. Yeah. Like that. And then just relax that effort. You don't have to do so much. But now when you lift your arm, your collarbone and your shoulder blade lift up with it, and your ribs, everything lifts. Yes. That's it. Now bend the elbow and pat the back. Yes. Now you can take your left arm across above your head, and then you're going to work your right hand out to the side, to the outside edge of your shoulder blade, and then walk it down, and then continue this lift here. And if you need the support of the left arm, just keep it there. You okay, Anissa? Okay. Good. If you don't need it, just let go, and then keep the lift with your strength here. And try not to make a face. Yeah. And breathe. And don't push your head into the arm. Just keep your head neutral. Yeah. And lift with your, yes, there you go. That's it. Now inhale, take that arm up, straight up. So just straight up. Yeah, there you go. And exhale, lower your arm. So it's basically you're not used to turning the rotations. That's what we stopped doing, or we never did our whole life. So slowly teach yourself how to do that. Don't strain your elbow. Left arm straight up, right? Armpit in, shoulder blade broad. So look, here's the armpit. It's just, so your tricep, here's your tricep. You're turning your tricep in, sorry, towards your face. Yes, but not so much. Don't take your whole body in. Yeah, just your arm. That's too much. Yeah, just have your palm facing straight in towards your head side. Yeah, turn your palm. Yes. Now reach up. Yes, now bend the elbow. Yes. Now you can use your right hand, and you're going to walk your left hand more to the outside edge of the shoulder blade so the tricep comes in more, and walk it down. Anissa has something to say. Yeah. And try not to turn your whole torso. Yeah. Be there and breathe. So you could take your right hand and just stay there, and then turn back to Anissa. Yes. And then turn your head back to the center and breathe. Yeah. Your palm faces your back. Turn your palm to face your back. Touch your shoulder blade on your back. Yeah. That's it. Okay. Now release the right arm. Keep the left arm up. Head centered, and then inhale, raise the left arm up, and exhale, lower it down. Okay. All right. Now take your left arm and bring it behind your back. Yes. Now you can use your right hand to push that left hand up in between the shoulder blades, and just have the palm facing straight back and the wrist. Find your left shoulder and lift it up and roll it back a little and draw the shoulder blade onto the back. So that's the bottom arm of Gomukhasana. And then the right arm is the top arm. So this is your binding arm. This is what binds. And this arm is the headstand arm, the handstand arm, the back bend arm, right? Bend your elbow, see if you can touch. If you can't, just get close as you can. And lift the top arm up and turn it, right? So armpit towards the face. Yeah, good. And then head neutral and breathe. Both sides of the waist neutral and breathe. If you haven't interlaced, take it. If you can touch, touch. Head neutral. Inhale the right arm up, out to the side, palm up. Exhale the left arm out, turn the palm up, and extend from the center of the upper back and chest. Don't pinch the shoulder blade. So open the back, right? And look at your hands. Look side to side. Turn the palms up. Yes, that's it. Exhale, lower your arms. Good. Right arm goes behind. You can shimmy it up, right? And then don't torque the wrist. Palm faces straight back. Lift the shoulder, roll it back with your left hand. Find how it turns in. So you lift it up a little, roll it back a little, shoulder blade onto the back. Then you take the left arm forward and up and see if you can touch. Yeah. Good. This side is less torquey. Yeah. So it's interesting. And the Gomukhasana has a huge amount of benefits for a huge amount of internal organs, not just shoulders and arms. Yeah, I know, counterintuitively. Left arm up, out to the side, right arm out, palms up, spread the center of the upper back, firm your elbows, extend your fingers, thumbs in, fingers in. Yes, good. Exhale, lower. Now you're going to change your arms on your own time. So you're going to do right arm up, left arm back, Gomukhasana. You can adjust. So if you need help with the top arm, you can help. If you need help with the bottom arm, you can help. You can only help one arm with the other arm. Okay. Yeah. Left arm up, right arm back, right arm up. Do it, change it a few times. Change it a few times. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Don't go too fast, especially if you're on the side that needs more. Take your time. Don't rush. Like for me, the right shoulder on the bottom is the toughest. Yeah. So take your time and help your right shoulder with your left arm, you know, and take your time there and don't rush, right? And then when you feel complete, you're going to come back to this, extend your arms out to the side, and then turn your palms and lower your arms down. You can roll your shoulders a couple of times, forward and back. So that's shoulder and wrist therapy. Yeah. And arm therapy and leg therapy. So now you come forward onto your hands and knees, cross your feet at the ankles in front of your sitting support. Sit back on your sitting support and come to Baddha Konasana as your counter pose. Soles of the feet together and knees apart, Baddha Konasana. So you can sit up as high as you need to for support. And I'm going to bring you a prop, okay? That's intense, man. You go, Katie. You need a block, if you have a block, for your feet. Okay. Take the blue block, it's a little bigger. So you're going to take this block, skinny edge, in between your feet. Skinny edge in between. Uh-huh. Sit up nice and straight. Use your hands behind you for support. Ooh, let the feet open up away from the block. So when you let your feet open up away from the block, instead of bringing the feet in and pushing the block with the inner feet, your knees might come down more. And that's more external rotation of your lower leg, right? So when you bend your knee, your lower leg can turn a little bit, not a lot, not like your forearm, but it can turn a little. That's what allows you to do half lotus and things like that, right? So your whole foot and ankle will turn into external rotation, okay, eventually. Keep the pelvic floor broad and the sitting bones moving back as you're able. And then you're going to widen and bring the flat of the block in between your feet. Mm-hmm. Don't force it. Don't force it. Yeah. So if you need more support there for your hands, Kim, can you bring your hands on the blankets that you're sitting on? There, yeah, that might give you a little more support. You can bring your hands a little further back if you need to. Yeah, and then lean forward, not back as you're able. Yes, more like that. Yeah. Okay. And then the last one is the full length of the block. Oh, you don't have to go super close with your feet. You can go further. I mean, it just goes further. You can't get super close. Yeah, a couple of breaths. Bring your hand behind you for support so you're not falling back or leaning back. Try to sit up straight. Yes. Observe how your legs go further apart when you sit up straight. Yes. They'll fall out. Yes. Okay, Kim? Okay. Now you may remove the block, give birth to the baby, and close it back up. And then just sit in your normal Baddha Konasana and see how things may have changed for you. Maybe it's a little easier, huh? Maybe it's a lot easier. Yeah, certainly a relief to get that block away. Yeah, exactly. And you probably don't feel your Virasana legs anymore either. So now you can go ahead and extend your legs and firm your knees and sit in Dandasana for a moment. Good. Firm knees. So now what we're going to do is Supta Padangusthasana, at the wall. So have enough to, so you can each have a little space. We only have 5 people, so you can all be on the rope wall. And then you're going to have your feet to the wall, have a blanket for your head, a blanket for your hips. So 2 blankets, no bolster, no block, and a belt. You all need a belt. Okay. So get the skinny edge of the mat to the wall. Katie, you'll go in here. Unless you prefer to just be here. That's fine too. Yeah, whatever you like. I mean, this wall's warmer. So you don't have a rope, right? Here's a belt. Okay. So you can, one blanket is for your head if you need or want that. You don't have to. Then the other blanket is for your hip. So the blanket that you have open on your mat, just take that and move it away. Yeah. So yeah. And you can come this way. So there's plenty of space. So now if you want to have a blanket for your head, you can have that. Do you have a belt? Yeah. Okay. Can I use your mat to show? So I'll show you what we're going to do. Okay. And then you can roll up a blanket to your side like that on your right side. Okay. That's going to be for your hip when we get to it. So I'll show you what we're going to do once you're all ready. And when you get your mat down, you have the hooks on either side. Okay. So we're going to do soup to 1, 2, and 3. Can you see me okay? Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to tilt this a little that way. Okay. Yeah. So scoot towards this way. So you have one hook on either side of you. Okay. So then your first thing you do is wedge in. So you get your feet to the wall with your knees just a teeny bit bent, feet together, heels at the wall. Pull the mat down. As you gently push yourself back, it's going to pull your pants down, curl your tailbone up, pull your shoulder blades down. You can adjust your head a little, but try not to lift your shoulders up because you want it to pull your shoulders down and your buttocks down. So this is wedging in. Then we'll go to here. We'll hold this for about a minute without hiking the hip up. So once you bring the knee up, you want to soften the hip flexor that you engage to lift it up because that's going to get in the way. And then the top of the hip moves down towards the sitting bone. The sitting bone comes along the back of the knee, right, as you deflate and compress this leg. And this leg stays firm and down. Ideally, the whole back of the leg down. We'll do that on each side. Second thing we'll do is soup to 1. And you can just be perpendicular. Then we're going to repeat that, soup to 2, take it a little further back, and then you'll use this under your hip for support, right? And then you can bend your elbow and have your elbow down. That's 2. We're going to alternate legs. For 3, we're only going to go across maybe halfway. Then we might do another round of a twist here. Okay, that might be as far as we go. That's probably as far as we'll go. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Okay, so first thing is lie down and wedge in, heels at the wall. And then just first thing is knee to chest. Morgie, did you do knee to chest? Yeah. Yeah, and when you take the knee to chest, remember, deflate your groin. Don't pull your knee in, right? But let it fall in. And try to get the back of your left thigh down, Morgie. I see a lot of sunlight under the back of your left leg. The one that's straight. Yes, that has to stay down. Yes, work on that. Yeah. So first thing is wedge in. And, I don't think you need this. Maybe a little bit. That's enough. Chin down a little. Yeah. So the foot that's on the wall is in Tadasana, right? And that's wedged in. And then you try to keep that whole back of that leg down. Relax the foot. So that's also the inner groin. And don't hike the hip up because that's what's going to cause you back pain. Right. So both sitting bones point down towards that foot. Hold the knee, 2 hands. Now that you're holding it, you can relax here, right? So it's this kind of getting to know your body that's going to help you a lot. Move your head and shoulders a little to the right. Yeah. So take an inhale, and as you exhale, deflate your abdomen, just like you do when you flatten in somatics, instead of pulling your knee in towards your chest. And then let the top of your hip move away from your lower back towards the bottom. Lots of gripping occurs deep in there. Okay. Don't pull, just relax. Hollow your abdomen and let this fall, right? Yeah, so we're going to be here, about a minute on each leg, so you can slowly deflate, right? And keep pressing the back of the other leg down and not to hike that hip up. Yes, yes, yeah, okay. Just a little hike there, right there. So both sitting bones point down, hold your leg, and then this also stays. Yeah, yeah, yes, okay. So you're finding how to deflate both your legs and let this lower back the top of your hip come away from your lower back and travel. And the sitting bone, yes, travel. Yeah, there you go. Now try to find some peace with that. Yeah. Doesn't mean point your foot, just means relax your foot. Don't engage. Okay? Yeah. Don't engage this. And release here. This is your hip flexor. Now that you're holding this leg with your two hands, relax everything. Relax here. First, you have to find it. Yes, exactly. And that takes practice. It doesn't happen in one class. Try to find this. It takes repetition. And this moves this way as this goes that way. Okay, change legs, re-wedge, wedge in again, and enjoy wedging. Wedge in, yeah. Okay. Hmm?
Feels like so much work, but you have to relax so much.
Yes, yes,
It's like,
exactly. So you've engaged your hip flexor to raise. No, go ahead. Hold the leg. You have to engage the hip flexor to raise the leg up. So then you have to be able to walk this a little out. Find it and don't pull in. Just hold with your arms and relax here. And then inhale like you would do to prepare for flatten, and exhale and sink and let this leg just fall in. Just fall. Yeah. And then don't, whatever you're doing with lifting your chest or anything, just relax. Just relax. Let it fall. Yes. And then you just sort of deflate and let go of whatever's gripping and pay attention to that. Yeah. So it becomes a lot more peaceful. And then just a little. Yeah. Well, no, you have to stop doing that.
whatever I'm doing. Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. Don't hike that up.
Yeah, my back
Yes.
is hurting.
Yeah. So let this come this way. Yeah. And don't pull too much.
Right.
This started to engage again. Yeah. So that's really hyperactive, right? So you just find what, you unwind what you're doing. Resist what resists in you. That's a great saying in the Mahabharata, which means stop engaging. It's easy to say. It's hard to do, really hard to do. It's a different type of engagement than what you're used to. You have to stop engaging what you're used to engage. All right. Just stop engaging here. Right there. Shoulder, relax. Chin down. Head centered. Pay attention to your proprioception of where your body is in space. Good. Release. Now re-wedge. With the foot that's up, Kim, was really hard and tight. No, incorrect. Okay, relax so that you can deflate and relax this leg when you're hugging it in. Okay, yeah, it's different than the active work we do in class. Okay, and also you don't need that head support or less head support. Okay, so now you're going to bend the right knee up to chest again. Just bend the right knee up. Yeah, hug it in. Take a breath. Deflate. Let your lower back sink and the top of the hip move away from the lower back towards the bottom of the hip. and the bottom of the hip travel up. So stop gripping in the sacrum area. Yeah, that's going to help you a lot when you straighten the leg. Because if you're arching and hardening in your lower back and your buttocks, that is counterproductive to that. So then you're going to wrap the belt around the ball of your foot and straighten your leg up. And for now, actually put it on the heel. Try putting it on the heel. And then relax, Anissa. Yeah. Tuck your chin a little. Good. 2 hands on the belt, 1 hand on each side, elbows on the ground. Both knees straight. Grip around the knees and press the back of your left leg down, Anissa, any amount. Yes. Keep going in that way until the whole back of your left. Yes. And don't hike up the hip, right? Yes. Roll the out. So the outer right hip and thigh has to roll away. Yeah. Even as you take the leg up. Now take the leg straight up without hiking this. That's it. Sink the waist and breathe. Relax this a little. Okay. Flex your foot now. Yeah. Push out through the heel. Good. And then don't pop up there. Bring the shoulder blades down. Get the elbows in, back of the neck long. Sink the sides of the waist down. Belly, lower belly towards the spine. It is abdominal work. There's some abdominal work, but there's so much support, right? Ideally. We do this sometimes with a belt around here on that foot too, to help you find that. Yeah. You can just go to perpendicular and just really get your elbows down. It's restorative. And then bring your elbows in, shoulders down. Not so much in, but down this way. Yeah. And then widen here and yeah. Yeah. And maybe seems like you might benefit from a little height under your head, Katie.
Okay.
Just to relax. Don't put your chin in. Just to, yeah. Bring your hands, open your hands. Now elbows on the ground. Elbows. Here's your elbow. Yeah. Chin down, head down. Yeah. Widen here, Udiana. Yeah. Yeah. And then relax. Don't push out. Breathe. It's easy. It's not that difficult. But you want to grip here. Yes. And open here. Yes. Not so much by pushing out through the heel. Oh, there is a little bit of grip here. And push here. Open. Yes. Yes. Good. Let's move this a little. And this. Good. Change legs. You can bend your knee, hug your knee to chest, deflate the leg. And when you hug, try to, decrease, don't harden the crease of the groin. Don't hike the hip, but see that it evenly lengthening your back, and then change legs. Bend the left knee in. You can re-wedge. So you're paying attention. So you're really paying attention to, first thing is just taking the knee in. 2 hands, hold the knee, and relax the foot, the overactive front of the foot. Why do you think the front of the foot is so overactive for everyone? Because all day long you're wearing shoes and you're flexing your foot, right? Yeah. So you're trying to cut yourself a little break here. Okay. And when you do that, this has to stay down, right? This has to stay down. Now put the belt around the ball of the left foot, or the heel actually, and straighten the left leg just to perpendicular. Oh, you came away from the wall. Wedge in again. But get closer, Stephen. Yeah. You don't have to do this with the other foot on the wall, but it's helpful. Okay, now go ahead. Yeah, yeah. Heel again. And then once you get the leg to perpendicular, elbows on the ground, adjust your torso. So you're standing in Tadasana, you're just extending one leg. That's it. Adjust your elbows in, shoulders down your back, sides of the waist down. Yeah. This can go a little more out. Okay. And then this. Okay. Now take an inhale, exhale, sink your waist, roll your hips back. Yes. So even as the leg comes up, this goes that way. You kind of have to push it away. Oh, there you go. Something let go a little. Yes. Good here. Push up here. Yeah. Good, Ken. You look peaceful. That's wonderful. That's the idea. Good. Now, do you feel like it's been even or not quite yet? This has to roll down. Yes, that's even. Right? This is your heel. Push up here. Don't pull the foot back so much, just push it. Yes, good. Bring this down. Sides of the waist down. Deflate your chest a little. Tuck your chin a little. Yes. Breathe. Good. Bend your left knee in. Hug your knee in. Take a breath. This, if you just spent the rest of your life doing this for yoga, not the rest of your life every moment, but just for your yoga practice, your little teeny practice in the morning, because you won't do it as long. It's just you and you're doing it. But just being really mindful about your pelvis and all this, how your legs feed into your pelvis and your lower back and your lower abdomen, this would be life-changing. Okay, so change legs, repeat on the right. Right, you can hug the knee in, get the belt on, extend the leg. Be on the ball of the foot rather than the heel this time with the belt. Go to perpendicular or towards your perpendicular, whichever is best for you. Now, the ball of your foot, when you put the belt on, see if you can catch the big toe mound and the pinky toe mound more towards the bottom. And then the evert is, invert is when you sickle your outer ankle into a bad twist, right? Evert is the opposite. So now that's going to give you the stirrup of both your ankles well extended. Yeah, and then you can extend from your inner groin to your inner knee to your inner foot, okay? And then spread the ball mound of the foot, spread the toes and push up a little so you have a bit of a Barbie doll, and don't harden the tops of the foot too much. There you go. Don't pull them back too much, just like that. Yes, that's it. Now, push the ball of the foot up into the belt so you get your leg up a little bit out of socket and take it a little closer to the head side. So you have a little deeper of a extension. And then you're going to take your roller to the outer right hip. You can go a little bit across, take both sides of the belt in your right hand, reach up towards your foot, and then extend your left arm out to the side, palm down. And then as you go out, turn your leg into external rotation, and that'll help you roll the hip out, right? So it doesn't hike up. And then you're resting your outer hip on the blanket. Then you bend your elbow, sliding down the belt, rest your elbow, push the ball of the foot into the belt, and then just a little bit go back to neutral again. So you're not overdoing that external rotation once you're there. And then find some peace and breathe. Yeah, how's that for you? Good. Yeah, good. Go a little out. Yeah, good. And then you can even move your left leg a little more out to the side than you normally would. And then extend both widen your pelvic floor and extend both inner thighs to both inner knees to both inner feet and feel that opening. Maybe you can go a little higher even. Elbow can go up towards the shoulder. Relax your grip, relax. Maybe go a little closer, relax the hand. Use more leg and less hand. Yeah. And then find peace in it. It's not that big a deal, right? Hopefully. It becomes less of a big deal. Tuck your chin towards your chest a bit. Yeah. There you go. Good. So you find Tadasana. Now you just widen the legs a little. That's it. Okay, Susan? Good. Bring your arm, just pull yourself a little to the left in your shoulders. Yeah, good. Yeah, move your left leg more out. Kim, go ahead and widen your left leg more than you would normally. Yeah. So you can find a width in your pelvic floor and then extend from the sides of your pelvis, inner thighs to inner feet. Get more opening. Okay. Okay. Don't cry. I won't break you like a chicken. Okay. Now turn your waist and ribs to the left. Push the ball of the foot into the belt strongly. Pull back a little. Lift the leg. Turning the ribs to the left as you lift the leg up. And then exhale, bend the knee, relax the groin, hug the knee to chest, relax the buttocks of the lower back. Don't grip, but let go of gripping. And then change legs and repeat on the other side. Move the blanket over to the other side. You can re-wedge each time if you like. Wedging is great. And then you take the knee to chest. Then you extend the leg, left leg. The blanket's on the left. Take the belt around the ball of the foot. See if you can get it on the big toe mound, pinky toe mound. So you angle it a little down on the pinky toe mound side, a little up on the big toe mound side. So you kind of catch the bottom of the ball mound of the foot. Yeah. And then you can have both hands on the belt to start. Move this out a little. Yeah. And then once you're with your arms extended, push the ball mound up a little more, right? And don't pull back so much with your arm. Push the leg up into the belt so you come a little out of hip socket. Take the leg closer to the head side. Then you reach up high as you can with your left arm. You can go a little bit across to tuck the blanket under. You angle it down towards the sitting bone, out towards the outer hip. Left hand holds the belt, right arm extends out to the side, and go slowly. You can turn that leg more and more into external rotation from the hip to help you drop that outer hip down as you go. And then once you kind of land on the blanket, slide your elbow down, rest your elbow, push the ball mound more into the belt, a little bit like a Barbie doll point. Yes. And you can widen your right leg a little more out to the side and find that width in your pelvic floor and extend from your inner legs to your inner feet. Yes. Good. And the reason we widen the right leg out is so you can just get a little more of that feeling of width. Turn your leg all the way into external rotation as much as you can, and then go. Good. And widen both inner thighs. Good. Now let your elbow rest. Good. Okay. Good, Pop?
Yeah.
Good. Good. So you can adjust your hand, relax, so that you're not torquing your wrist, and then this can be a little relaxed. Yep. Okay. And since your head is popping up a little, let's give you a little more height here. Try that. Tuck your chin. Yes. Turn your other palm up. Good. Bring your shoulders more even. Breathe. Feel that opening. Let the breath move into the shape. And, you might find that as you're there, you can turn your waist and stuff back to the right so that you're not, everything doesn't go with it. Go this out more out. Heel more than the toe. Heel more than the toe. Okay, good. And then last. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. That's as far as she goes, right? Okay, so that's more, right? Yeah.
Neutral.
Yeah, well, it's the truth. It's the truth. Yeah. Don't harden your foot. Yeah. There you go. There you go. That's better. Okay. Yeah. Good. Now, and then you can relax the death grip here.
Yeah.
Get the elbow down. Relax the death grip here. Yeah. And feel more this opening. Go wider here. Go wide. Yes. And let that open. Yes. Yes. And then you start to learn how to bring that leg back and do the same thing. Both legs do the same thing. Okay. Now bring the leg up, hug the knee to the chest. Yes. Take a breath. Good. Okay. So now let us not do the twist. Okay. So instead, I want to continue in the theme I had in mind for you. So will you go ahead and roll over and stand up? And then we're going to do some arm work. And then we're going to end with surprise, a surprise. Okay. So the arm work is you're going to take your hand to the wall, right? And then you work on, you want to work on your wrist and your shoulder in the same line. Shoulder down, elbow up, hand flat at the wall. Yeah, standing up, then, yeah. Okay, so you start with your right arm. Get closer to the wall, Stephen, a little bit, feet together, okay? Yeah, so you want to be at a sort of a distance where you can push your right hip a little into your left so you're firm in Tadasana. right? Firm, always, start from there. Now you turn your upper arm into external rotation. So your shoulder comes down. Spread your palm well, look at your hand. See that your wrist crease points straight up. And then you spread all the fingers around the outer edge of your thumb, inner edge of your finger. So you're on the flat of the fingers. Yes. And then with the shoulder down and you're turning your upper arm into external rotation, you lift the elbow up. And from the elbow, you press into the wall. And from the wrist, you press into the base knuckles of the fingers more than the wrist. Okay. And you try to keep the shoulder down, thighs back. Stay in Tadasana. Yeah. Push this thigh into the other way. Yes. So don't lean into the wall. Stand in Tadasana. Yeah. Shoulder down, elbow up, straight elbow. Yes. Now you may need to move a little out to the side if you're too close. So you can adjust. Okay. But you're not leaning into the wall. That makes sense? Shoulder down, thighs back. Push your thighs back towards me from your waist. Good. Lift your elbow up any amount. Yes, like that. Okay. Shoulder down. Yeah. And then hand this way and elbow up. Yes, like that. So you're not lifting the shoulder up, you're lifting the elbow. Okay. Yeah, Steve, you lost it. Okay, now, good, Susan, good. Okay, now release and turn around and do it on the other side. So what happens is when you straighten your elbow up, you tend to lift the shoulder up, right? Keep the shoulder down and lift the elbow up. So it's external rotation of your upper arm. Okay, left arm. Don't get too far away. Yeah. So here's your shoulder. And you have to turn your upper arm into external rotation, keeping your shoulder down, shoulder blade on your back, waist firm, thighs back. And then you lift your elbow up. Yeah. And then you push into the wall from your elbow, keeping your wrist pointing straight up. And you're on the outer edge of your thumb, inner edge of your fingers, and press the base knuckles of your fingers down. This is for good arthritic hands. Yeah. You okay there? Yeah. Can you push into your hand from your elbow and the shoulder down? Yeah, take some practice. And then you can even turn a little bit away from that. Turn your head a little away from that. Yeah. Side is what? Yeah, turn the shoulder down. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, there it
External
is.
rotation.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you reset yourself. Now turn your head and look over your right shoulder. Yeah, and you can even, yeah. That down. Yeah. This down. Yeah. Okay. Now release. Now you're going to take, so I'll show you what you're going to do on your mat. You can just stay on your mat. You're going to take your thumb and index finger to the wall. Try to spread your other fingers out. So you're pressing, it's down dog, but you're pressing in a different way. Thumb tip to the wall, outer edge of the index finger tip to the wall, right? And then you're in down dog. Elbows stay firm and up, shoulder blades broad. Push that wall forward away from you and don't sink in your shoulders. Keep your ribs up onto your shoulders, shoulder blades on your back. Okay. So it's down dog, fingertips at the wall. So it's like this, Lena. If you can't look at my hand for a sec. So this is at the wall, and this, yeah, and you're pushing like that. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yep. And then go a little closer, Stephen. Yeah, there you go. Now your shoulder, your triceps wrap around like that. Yeah. And your elbows don't sink. Yeah. So you keep your elbows lifting and then lift your hips up and pull your legs back and up. Yes, like that. Stay there and breathe. Don't bounce. Yeah. Stay there and breathe. Good. Use your legs. Firm your legs. Yes. Squeeze your triceps in and up. Yes. And then from your elbows in and up. Good. And spread your fingers well. Yes. Good. That's it. Good. Straight knees, Anissa. Yeah. Good. Good. Okay. Beautiful. Now you walk in to come out, release. And then we do a second and a third one. So the second one, the first one is here, and you have to have enough space to straighten. So if you're too far, right, you can't get there. So you're going to turn your hand back. So this is taking your shoulder already more into external rotation. So, and then you try to get all your fingers spread well, lift your elbow up, shoulder down, right? And then you can practice turning away if you like. Look like that. Bend your elbow, First, your hand is up, bend your elbow. Turn your hand all the way back. Draw the shoulder blade down, shoulder down, elbow up. Spread the palm well. Shoulder down, Susan. Yes. Shoulder stays down. Shoulder blade stays down. Yes. As you lift the elbow up. And then spread the palm well and push into the palm. Yeah. Okay. So bend your elbow. Good. And draw your waist back a little. Good. Now your shoulder has to turn into external rotation. So your upper arm goes this way and your shoulder blade comes down the back. Keep your shoulder down. This up a little. Now, elbow up and push into the wall. And you're on the outside edge of your thumb. That's neutral for your thumb. You never bring the flat of the thumb down. Like that. And then these, inside edge. And you push here. Yes, good. And shoulder down. Yes, and ribs back and waist back. Yes, good. More. Yes, good. And you can turn to look over your left shoulder if you like. Yep. Yes. Good. Okay, and change. Turn around and change. Hand therapy, shoulder therapy, arm therapy. Fingers up, turn the fingers back, roll the shoulder down the back, lift the elbow up, spread the palm, outer edge of the thumb, inner edge of the fingers, push to the wall, and then you kind of, you can, even though you're pushing this to the wall, this goes away from the wall. Upper arm goes away from the wall as the forearm goes in. Yeah, good. A little easier with the hand turned back, right? Because it encourages this external rotation. So that you learn to do that and turn the arm, you know, and the wrist and the hand with the shoulder in external rotation. Okay. Good. Okay. Release. Then the next thing is heels to the wall. Okay. Heels up like a Barbie doll heel. And lift your, what's a Barbie doll heel? Halfway. So this is point, this is flex, it's about halfway. Okay. Yeah. Who knew? Not in your consciousness. Okay. So a little bit up the wall, firm the knees, hollow the waist, keep the shoulder blades and the ribs together, firm the triceps in, lift the elbows up, be here and breathe. Down dog, nose at the wall. Yeah, that's it. Firm elbows, firm knees. Roll the inner thighs back, lift the outer hips up. Firm the kneecaps, squeeze the elbows in, firm the triceps, release the head, breathe, hollow the waist. Yep, good. See that the wrist creases point straight ahead. You're on the outer edge of the thumbs, inner edge of the fingers, and plant each knuckle of the finger, especially the base knuckles. Push forward. Yes. So you're off the wrist. You're still, you know, you're on your wrist, but the weight is more in your hands. Good. Yes. Beautiful. Tricep squeeze in, squeeze in, squeeze in. Outer edge of the thumbs, inner edge of the fingers. Push forward off the wrist. So you get on the fingers more. Yes. Good. Come down, come off. We have one more. Okay. And it's this one. Ooh, ooh. See if you can do that one. Shoulder down, elbow up. So your fingers point all the way down if possible. Yep. Hand at the wall and the hand level of the shoulder. A little down with your hand, I think. Yes. There you go. Good. That's it, Lena. Good. A little down with the hand, Steve. Little down. Little down. Now stay there and shoulder down. And elbow up. Yeah, that side's harder for you. And you lean on this side. You don't lean on the other side. Yeah. Yep. From here, not from here. This is what straightens the elbow. This part of your tricep, not your deltoid. Push your hand to the wall. Yes. Oh my godness. Good. Change your arms. Yeah. That's arm therapy, hand therapy, shoulder, elbow. Okay.
That's good.
Yeah, no, you should be doing this. This is really good. Robin asked for this, but then she's not here. We haven't done this in a long time. Yeah, this side's much better. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Good, Kim. Yep. Did you change hands? Yeah. Good. Beautiful. Yes. Hand a little down, Anissa, a little too high. Yeah. Now take your shoulder down. Walk to the wall a teeny bit with your, yes. Good. Now shoulder down, any amount. Yes. Good. Now turn towards your right. Go ahead and turn. Yes. Turn more. Yes. Shoulder down. Yeah. Don't turn that shoulder into it. Yeah. Feel that one? Yes. Pushing into the hand, spread. Yeah. Good. Okay. Release. And then the fun part, the piece de resistance. Okay. So you're in down dog. Then you're going to take one leg up, curl the toes under, roll that thigh in, right? So it's like a wall split. And then if you like, you can come up into L-shaped handstand from that position. That doesn't work, just try the wall split on each side. And then you can come into, also you can come into L-shape this way, right? From here, you can walk up and then straighten. And you can also work on one leg up, not that, up, right? And then when you go to come down, you get close to the wall and walk down. So you can see how you go, okay? So first is wall split. So again, just come back to the heels up the wall with a halfway point, like a Barbie doll heel. Don't go too far away nor too close. And you can always adjust your distance. Now, take your right leg up the wall, keep the toes curled under, don't point. Yes, and try to straighten that knee. Yes, and roll the right buttock down and the back of the right thigh around. Yes, and lift the outer left hip up. Yeah, so the hips stay square. Be there for a few breaths. Yeah, lift the outer hip and left thigh up as you roll the right thigh down. That way, more. Okay. Okay. Good. There, that's better. Yeah, yeah. Give distance. And don't forget to squeeze your triceps and then elbows up. Release your head down. Don't hold the pose in your neck. Good. Change legs. Kim, go a little closer with your hands. Yeah, try it again. Yeah, and you can always rest in between, of course. Yeah. Yes, this side's better. Good. Yes. Oh, wait, stay here, Nisa. This side lifts up, this side will. this this side, yes. Now straight knee. Yes. Good. Don't hold it in your neck. There. Yes. Good. Come down and rest. Okay. Whew. Now, are you still with me for a L-shaped handstand, or is that enough for y'all? Try it. Okay. Anybody who wants to try it, you can either do it with the bent knees, or you can go from that shape we just did, right? So remember, so if you're here, I'm going to come a little closer. Maybe not. You'll see, right? So you're here, and you have to get square. Now, I'm pushing into this foot that's on the wall and lifting this leg up just to where those hooks are. Okay. And the shoulder blades have to stay on the ribs, elbows firm. Okay. And then you can, yeah, then you're in, right? And then you can work the leg, right? If that doesn't work, you can do the bent knee version. Yes. Yes, Morgie. So if it's easy enough, Morgie, you could go a little closer to the wall, but it's good if you like it that way. Yeah, but hold it for a bit and try not to take your top leg so much back, Morgie. Flex the top foot and take it straight up. And yes, flex it. Yes, and straighten the knee that's on the wall. Yes. Now pull your ribs back and take your chest closer to the wall. Armpits closer to the wall. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yes, Susan. Beautiful. Susan is doing it. Yes. Katie, can you take one leg up? Yes. Flex the foot. Good. Yes. And then change leg. So Katie, you're a little far from the wall. You could be a little closer. And Susan and Anissa, you could, yeah, you could be, yes. Good, Steve. That's it. Good. Now release your head. You don't have to look at your hands. Squeeze your elbows in towards each other. Good. Pull your ribs back towards the middle of the room. Take your chest close to the wall. Now straight knees. Take one leg up. Good. That's back. Don't go back. Straight up. There. Stay there and breathe. Good. Yeah. Release your head. Yeah. So here's up. Now take your ribs back. Yeah. Like that. And roll this thigh in. Good. Change leg. Don't go too far back. Next time you could be a little closer, but that's good. Yeah, see, that side's more intuitive. Squeeze the elbows in. Yeah, squeeze the elbows in. Elbows in. Okay, good. Come down and rest. Yeah. Good, Susan. Yes, that's a better distance for you. Good, Kim. Feet more down towards the hooks. Walk them one at a time. Good. Okay. Good. Good. Okay. Good. Attempts were made, and that's the main thing. Good. So now let us take legs up the wall to rest. Okay. Yeah. Take your legs up the wall. You might want to have your hips elevated on a bolster. Back is on the ground. Yeah. Yeah. Or you could do you could do the supported bridge if you prefer. So with your legs on the bolster. Yeah. So either way, you can do a straight leg supported bridge with your feet at the wall, or you can do the legs up the wall. And you might want to have your hips elevated or not. You'll see what works best for you. Okay. So this is our relaxation. Yeah, you can do legs up the wall, hips on a bolster. If you prefer to have do just a low bridge supported on a bolster with your feet at the wall on a block or another bolster, you could do that. Straight leg bridge. So I'm going to give you this and we'll see how you like it. So bring your arms more out to the side and bend your knees and lift your hips. Head down. Keep your head down. Lift your hips up like bridge, any amount. Go higher. Yep, there you go. Now lower your hips down on that. Now hold the ropes, one hand, lift your hips again and scoot your body in, not to move the bolster. Scoot in more. Good. Now, once again, come back. Good. Okay, now let go of the ropes. And then arms here. Okay. Now, how is this for your back? Good? Okay, good. If anybody else wants a bolster or blankets, then let me know and I'll bring it to you. Yeah. So Lena, can you come down? Come all the way down? Yeah, roll off that bolster. Just roll to one side and come up. Okay, roll over and come all the way off your blanket. Come to sitting. Yeah. Now, can you get that bolster closer to the wall? Yeah. Now to pull it away about 6 inches, maybe a fist or two width. That's good. Now, what you do, Lena, is you sit on it and face away from me. Face your hallway. And sit. Okay, that's fine. Now come closer to this edge. Come closer to the front edge of the bolster. Come closer to the camera. Now you swivel and lie down on that side, your left side, and get your buttocks onto the wall. Try not to move the bolster when you do it. You have to lie down with your hips on the bolster and the side of your body on the ground. Yes, lie down on that side. No, don't move okay, lie down. Yeah, bring that bottom arm under. Yes, there you go. But see how next time if you can just keep the bolster a little further from the wall. That's good. That's good enough. Better. Yeah. Is that okay for you? Or sorry, you don't have anything under your head, but I think it's okay. It looks okay. You might be able to, and just a little bit, not too much. Yeah, that's good, Vina. Yeah. Okay. Is that, do you want something under your feet there, Susan, or is that okay for you? Just, okay. Yeah, so you just need, okay,
Mm.
good.
Mm.
Yes, just rest. Lift your head, Katie. Sorry. Yeah, because I think that helps you not pull your chin so much.
That's good.
Yeah. And he's head up. Somewhere lost in there. How's that for you? Yeah. And then Stephen, if you want to go to Baddha Konasana, you can do that. And Kim, if, or not, up to you. Let it be easy. You're in Shavasana, so just let it be relaxed. And then Stephen, go back to straight. And let your right leg come more out to the side. Not, yeah, okay, go ahead. Go wide, sure. Both legs. Now roll the legs in so the feet point straight back. Now push out through the heels and push the thighs to the wall. Push the backs of the knees to the wall. And then relax that effort and don't overly pull the toes back to your head. Yeah, relax the efforts, but maintain that alignment for a few breaths and then come back to legs together. And then Stephen, go to squat. Good. And widen your feet. Good. Stay there for a few breaths. Is that okay? A few breaths like that. You go back to straight. Now, just a little bit like hip width. Let the inner thighs go this way. Yeah. And the hamstrings release this way and the sitting bones drop down. Yeah. Just be there. And so we'll start to come out. So those of you with legs up the wall, just bend your knees down towards a squat and be there for a couple of breaths. And Susan, when you're ready, you can bend your knees up and push the bolster away. And then those of you on the wall, roll over to one side. Susan, bring your feet up on that bolster, knees bent, knees together. Yeah. And then just let your knees come to your chest. Yeah, you can give a little hug if you like. And then when you're ready, you'll roll over. And then when you're ready to come to sitting, you can use your arms and pull your waist in and come up and sit for a moment and take your seat. We'll chant together, Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu, 3 times. May all beings in all the realms, all types of beings everywhere, be healthy, happy, and free from suffering. You can take prayer if you like, and take a big breath in and out in preparation. And then inhale deeply for Om to begin. Om. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Go ahead and bow the head once again to the heart and release your hands to your thighs and pause a moment. Keeping your eyes closed, raise the head. Keeping your eyes closed, raise the gaze. Move the eyes and the gaze to the back of the head. Drop down to the back of the heart and down to the seat. Stay grounded in your seat and imagine in your heart a huge, brilliant diamond